All right. I think I got it now. Let's see. All right. I think I got it. All right. Sorry, everyone. YouTube has like this delay in the background. But anyways, let's do this. So welcome to our webinar about how Rocket.Chat uses Rocket.Chat. Um, my name is Eduardo Pereira, and I'm the head of sales for Rocket.Chat in North America. Just a quick background about me. I moved to the US by the end of 2014 from Brazil, and I started working for Rocket.Chat in October 2019. 2019, yeah. So even before this current situation with the coronavirus, in my mind, I always saw that remote communications were key for any organization, and I thought that needed to be effective and secure. So that's why we're hosting this quick webinar, because we've been seeing a lot of companies sharing their thoughts on the current situation that they're going through, but we haven't seen many people talking about what they're actually doing. Um, so today's webinar, I'm going to go through four different topics. How Rocket.Chat uses Rocket.Chat remotely. Since I mentioned that communication needs to be secure, I wanted to start with the topic of ensuring that your communication follows a high privacy standard. After that, I'm going to be talking about optimizing your settings and profile status and how that can help your team's efficiency and make the most of async and sync conversations. Also, organize your online discussions in a productive way. I'll try not to be super boring. It's I know I'm taking you guys time of your day. I'm going to be recording this webinar, so later on, if you guys want to share this with your coworkers and peers, please feel free to do so. All right. About ensuring a communication that follows a high privacy standard. In Rocket.Chat, we have the option of having a password encryption, which is for you to allow to enable your end-to-end encryption feature. So everything in terms of direct messages or messages in the channel within the platform is encrypted end-to-end. We also have another layer of having a second factor authentication, um, as well as a audit feature that many administrators use to see and understand what's going on inside of the platform in terms of languages, or are people sharing, or people are communicating inside of the platform. Another thing in terms of security that we really care about is about the content and the history that's what's going on inside of Rocket.Chat. I don't know if you guys know, but we can deploy Rocket.Chat in many different ways. One of them is on premises. So Rocket.Chat can be in your server. All the data, all the conversations and everything, all the files and everything that you're sharing within Rocket.Chat, it's going to be in that server. So nobody else will have access to that. And I think that's a very important thing. We've been seeing a lot of companies out there that host video conferencing and chat platforms that they don't really know where that data is going to. So with Rocket.Chat, we're trying to be very clear about that, so you can see where the data is landing or is storing that data. You also can deploy Rocket.Chat in your cloud environment. Again, you're gonna have all that data with you, and also you can deploy Rocket.Chat in our cloud as well. So on the second piece of optimizing your settings and profile status, so just to give you a quick background, Rocket.Chat, we have employees, or we call them the Rocketeers. We have them in many locations. We have people in Europe, Asia, North America, Latin America. Sorry. So we're all working in different time zones, and it's very hard to understand what that person is going through, or the mood of that person, what they doing right now. So one of the things that we do and we encourage our employees to do is always on the profile say what's going on. For example, if you go to my profile right now on Rocket.Chat, it's going to be webinar time, so they know I'm doing this webinar right now. Some people might be sick or doing some kind of projects. So sharing those status, it's very, very important. So people understand even before they start saying, hi, how are you doing? They kind of already know what's going on with that person. So they are aware on how to communicate with the individual. And it needs to be, it needs to be funny and relaxed. We also have, settings of being online, away, or you're busy or invisible. All those type of things also help the productivity. In terms of the most async and sync conversations, and I'm guilty of that, especially now working remotely. It's a little bit different than when you are in the office. You try, you go to a desk, someone, hey, John, how can I do this? Hey, Steve, how can I do that? So it's a little bit easier to just walk to their desk and ask questions and things like that. So that doesn't exist anymore right now. So what we're gonna do is sometimes we post direct messages and we explain there what you want. You put a timeline. Hey, John, I need to know how can I set up the YouTube live stream, and then I need this timeline. I need to know this by the end of the day. What I need to know this ASAP. All those type of things need to be explained on those messages, so it helps the productivity with your employees. All right. So another piece of that, we say that during work hours is very hard to sometimes to reply and talk to everybody. So we encourage you, if you have something ASAP, to create a channel. And we're gonna talk about channels in a little bit, to create a channel for a specific topics. So we have, or departments of the company. We have a channel for product teams. We have a channel for sales teams. We have channels for many different pieces of our company. And sometimes I'm in sales and I need something ASAP because I want to help my client, and I need the product team. But the product team is working on new releases and new products and new projects and things like that. So how I'm gonna communicate with them in a way that I'm not gonna disturb them, and at the same time I'm gonna get my answer. So again, I go to the channel, the product channel, and there I'm gonna be able to have some options there. I can hashtag all of them. So when I do this hashtag all, everybody in that channel is gonna receive my notification, even if they're offline. Okay. If I put here hashtag here, only people that are online in that channel is gonna receive that notification. They're gonna be able to see, of course, later on the history that I pinged those individuals, but I'm not gonna be disturbing the whole channel for that matter. So that also helps to separate the tasks for those guys and not disturb them. And talking about the channels that we have within Rocket.Chat, this is in Rocket.Chat, we have important channel. We have where if something's very important, communication to the company, we put those informations there. That's an important channel. And inside of the important channel, we can have discussions. And those discussions can not only be for all the individuals in that channel. We need to have discussions. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Discussions specific for some matters that you want to know. So if you have a discussion with 5 people inside of the channel, just those 5 people are going to be following that discussion inside of the channel. So that does disturb the other people in the channel while you're talking about that issue or that problem that you're facing. All right. In terms of organizing this piece of discussions, we also have threads there that you can see all the history there. But for me specifically, sometimes I have a hard time because I'm working from home, and my 5-year-old daughter comes to my office very often, and I cannot even type what I want to type. So I use Rocket.Chat, the mobile app, as you guys can see here. It's interesting. I have many servers, instances of Rocket.Chat in my app. But the cool piece is I can basically record a voice call or reverse a voice message in my mobile phone and go to the Rocket.Chat instance on the desktop. That helps me so much. Sometimes I just cannot type. I'm doing something different, but I need to get things done. So I just press the record button and I say, "Hey, John, I need this feature for the end of the day. Would you help me with that?" Those type of things, and hit send, and he has it. It's interesting. Some people reply through audio as well. Some people will reply by text as well. Um, another piece that I think is important to share with you guys is everybody's trying to get used to remote working, right? So it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit hard at first to get used to the new practices and new things that you're doing. Um, but there are ways for you to communicate effectively with your peers and employees. I want to follow up with you guys on this. I'm gonna put my email at the bottom here, so you guys can ask questions to me directly about how I'm doing my work. How can I help? More than happy to. Rocket.Chat Teams has been helping many organizations because of the coronavirus now. So we have helping them to be more effective and go through this process, this hard process right now. So keep your thoughts and questions. Send those over to me. Let me know, and please be safe. Until the next webinar, we're gonna be hosting every quick short webinars every week now with different topics to help you to use the most of Rocket.Chat and work from home. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.